Hello, Dull Bedsit Blogger here, and well, tonight I'm going off to Slip Jam B for my monthly dose of freestyle hip hop. Yeah, so no doubt there'll be some hip hop videos popping up, and today's top 5 is brought to you by Mr Timothystine, the 40-ounce guzzling, beer drinking, kick-assing, good old American guy who vlogs quite regularly and quite randomly. Check his channel out, there'll be an annotation. So, shall we get on with the top 5? Now, before we get on with this top 5, I'd like to say that I found this quite difficult because I'm not a huge fan of what became the grunge genre, and to me grunge is more an era than a musical style. But I thought the #1 rule is I'm not going to have Nirvana in it, because that's too easy to have Nirvana in your favourite grunge bands. Too easy. Anyway, there is going to be some contentious bands in this, so let's see what happens. The Butthole Surfers. I've been a huge fan of the Butthole Surfers for quite a long time. It took me a long time to actually get around to seeing them, and I didn't see them in their prime, but you know, that's the way I roll. I normally do that. I don't normally get to see people in their prime. I think that the Butthole Surfers had a huge influence on the grunge sound. That kind of fast, 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 slow, fast, 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 slow. In the background, you can hear Florida from the live bootleg double album. Very good. I've got the original double album. But yeah, Butthole Surfers. Classic, cool stuff. Now I think this band is probably going to be the only actual possible, the nearest to an actual grunge band in my list, and that's Mudhoney. I don't like everything Mudhoney have done. In fact, the track that's playing now, Touch Me I'm Sick, was such a good track. I kind of turn off if I'm listening to any of the other bits. Brilliant track, Touch Me I'm Sick. Just great, marvellous. And again, possibly a pioneer band for the grunge thing. They're around before grunge was grungy, they did stuff with Sonic Youth and stuff like that, so, but Touch Me I'm Sick, what a track. So, next is Babes in Toyland. Now, I saw Babes in Toyland quite a few times over a year, it was great. I saw them at Reading, I saw them in Brighton, I saw them in London, I think I saw them somewhere else as well. Brilliant, really good. I'm a huge fan of Babes in Toyland, and doing this top 5 was a great excuse to download To Mother. Most of all my grungy type music is on vinyl, and I don't have a USB turntable. So it's a USB turntable. So I can't. So I had to go to the dreaded iTunes and download it.
First time I saw you, I just couldn't believe my eyes. Your kiss gives me such a thrill.
So now Silverfish. Yeah, I'm not quite sure if they are a grunge band as such, but they were kicking around in that kind of circuit. In the year I saw Nevada in the afternoon at Reading Festival, I think 91, Silverfish were also playing, and they kicked ass. Oh yeah. And the tune that you're listening to now is called Crazy, which is Silverfish's cover version of a porn song from an Italian porn film. And it's brilliant. It still retains its visceral sexiness. Therapy. Yeah, I know there's a lot. I have been discussing this with people who like grunge a bit more, and they go, "Ooh, Therapy, they're not grunge." Well, here's my reasoning for putting them. Again, they were sort of like drifting around about that kind of grunge era, and a lot of people, a lot of my more metal orientated friends were going, "Oh no, they're punk." But see, the thing is, Therapy have a thought out, scuzzy, lo-fi sound, whereas punk, it's like, this is the way it is, get on with it, this is how it's going to sound, get on with it. Whereas they were a lot more thought out, which I kind of felt was a lot more leaning towards the grunge kind of sound. So, and like Teeth Grinder, it's a kick-ass track. Teeth Grinder, in my sleep I grind my teeth. Brilliant. Fantastic track. Again, another band I saw quite a few times, and it's one of those bands that I was very pleased to see them from seeing them in Brighton to there being about 20 people in the audience, to then seeing them at the Concord when it was jam-packed full within a year, that was pretty cool. And but I can still hear some of you grunge fans whinging and moaning, going, Therapy, they're not a grunge band, Therapy. Alright, I'll cut you a deal. This is my top 5, so I can do what I like with it. But I will cut you a deal. How about, this is up to you. If you don't like Therapy as number 5, as my top 5 grunge band, how about I'll swap it for Zodiac Mind Warp and Love Reaction, Prime Mover. Because, you know, listening to Zodiac Mind Warp, it does all the stuff that Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, does stuff that they all did, but a lot better. So, I hope that hasn't annoyed you. If it's annoyed you, put comments downstairs and let me know why my list is an obviously stupid, idiotic list of not grunge bands. I don't care.
Came from the sky like